Apologise.
Yeah, apologise for power cut.
I'm sorry that God saw it in his mind that he should cut the power from my house. Just downstairs, though. I was just so confused.
You want to know why you got your power cut?
Why?
You're not worthy in the eyes of God. You should need to repent.
It did happen to coincide with me saying PQL doesn't matter. So.
Well, I don't agree. I like PQL.
I'm not a fan of that kind of movement. Anyway, are we back?
Yeah, we are.
That really messes up the VOD. How irritating. I don't even have a local clean one because it's going to be... because I had to stop recording or streaming live. Anyway. Oh, God. What is it with this thing? Honestly, can't get a very clean VOD at all. So, yes, we are back. I did have a power cut. The rumours were correct. Luckily, my house has the power distributor just over each floor. So it has a different, trip for each floor. So my computer stayed on with everything as it was.
But internet didn't.
Internet downstairs cut out. So it was quite confusing for a minute there. Anyway.
Well, moving on.
We were at, what, premium scoreboards?
Yeah, we finished talking about that, really.
Okay, yeah, I just think they should add FFA as well.
What we did?
Don't think so.
Oh, they didn't actually. That's the only one they haven't, by the looks of it, pretty much.
So, PQL updates. PQL is now ranked. So, all those CPM fans or Quake World fans...
It's not the same as CPM.
Yeah, it's the same. You just jump
close,
around, flying around in the air, blah, blah, blah. Resolved an issue in player movement related code that would result in the game feeling laggy and cause weapon switching when call voting to and from PQL. Interesting. Walk friction lowered from 8 to 7 to improve circle jumping. So the
doesn't mean anything to me.
Those tweaks might improve it. Well, there's quite a lot of web updates.
Just cover through it, mate, and
yeah,
pick out
okay,
the key ones.
Blah 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 blah. Last match and time played are now counted for unranked servers. Mean anything to you?
That's the one you picked. Well, it just means, you know, if you played a game that's unranked or whatever, it will show. It will show that as being your last match played, won't it? Whereas before, it wouldn't have counted based on those games.
Yeah.
So you might have played 4 or 5 months, I understand, from that of unranked games, and it would still think you were inactive for that length of time.
Yes, I see. So that is something that did need changing. Anyway, so resolved issues. Let's have a quick look through there. I did read these earlier. I probably should have highlighted.
Actually, you missed one key one.
Yeah.
Updated browser to sort populated starter match servers and premium matches to the top of the list.
Now, I thought they'd already done that.
Yeah, well, maybe they have, but that's quite important because, you know, there's problems of getting, you know, active premium servers, or at least there's kind of problems. I know some are fairly active when people spawn them, but you know, that should be really good. It should make them more noticeable, and with the new game types, make it more likely that people look to join those.
Match stats are now viewable when a full team or player quits.
That's good.
That is good, isn't it? Match stats will now properly show if the match was instagib.
That's not important.
Yeah, I mean the match stats when people quit not showing, quite irritating when you want to check out your own stats and that, Eivor. Let's see, anything else? Website key binding and game settings have been removed in favour of in-game options, so you have to go in-game to set your stuff up now.
Yeah, well, that's not a surprise. That's how most games work anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, makes
and also,
sense.
a lot of people use config files, so there's still that option.
Right, what's this? Fixed improper usage of reticulating spleens on loading screen.
Wow, you actually read that out.
What is it?
Who knows? I mean, it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone else.
Anybody out there know what that's about? It's an important fix, no doubt. Right, finally, game updates for new point of interest system. An enhanced version of the original team locators, extended to show game type objectives and your team's flag carrier in flag-based game modes. Points of interest are also more visible when players are at distance, no longer disappearing or shrinking.
Well, that's good.
What is a point of interest?
Well, that's just what they're calling the system, aren't they? I guess it wasn't called that before, but it's including things like team locators. So my understanding of that is team locators will be easier to see
What are
through
team
the
locators?
walls at distances. The triangles above people's heads that you can now see through walls that wasn't like that in Quake 3.
So they're more visible at distance, which presumably means they've expanded the distance they can be shown at, because there's certain points on certain maps
Yeah,
where you
exactly.
can't see people through the wall.
That would be my understanding of it. And also now that you can see, I imagine a proper icon for the flag carrier through the walls.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, that's going to be great. That's a really nice change.
Added
Or
flag
addition.
style for premium users. Default cloth or holographic flag. I think the holographic flag was in. This is a bit like Quake 4, right? That's what I'm going to
I
guess.
don't know. I've seen a picture of this and it looks quite good. I mean, if I were playing CTF, I'd probably enable this.
But you'd have to be a premium member, so that's
Well,
quite
I
a good
am. I'm a
feature.
pro.
Yeah, good feature, isn't it? I like these visual things that can change for premium players. It makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see what's the next thing. Handicap displayed on the scoreboard. What is
Does
handicap?
anyone ever play with handicap? It's where I
You
don't know how
start
they've got
80
it
health or
implemented.
something.
Well, my understanding is you either start with less health or you do a percentage less damage based on what you've got handicap set to. I don't know how they've got it currently implemented, but I imagine it just means you're going to show the handicap level.
Can you explain to me what CG draw rewards row was? Row, sorry.
No, that's new, I presume.
Do you think it's
It's
impressives
obviously
and
to do with-
excellence
yeah,
and
it is.
gauntlets
That's to do with
permanently
that.
on the screen or something?
Don't know, it could be.
Does anybody know? Anybody got any kind of idea what it is? Check the chat.
Well, we
board.
know it's to do with those, but don't know what it is exactly.
Okay, right. Change the ready up behaviour at the end of matches so that you can move from not ready to ready once. Boring one. Auto team join behaviour now randomly chooses, because you always used to go blue by default.
Oh, I know what it is. Someone just said, you know how you get to a certain amount of impressives and it stops putting them in a row and it does just one impressive symbol with a number?
Yeah, that's
It's
better.
that, apparently.
What, the number all the time?
Yeah, so
That
you could
is
have
so
it.
much
yeah,
better.
That's really nice.
When we're streaming and I'm trying to say how many impresses they've got and I have to quickly count it before it disappears.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess if you set it to 1, then as soon as you get your second 1, it would just be 1 with a 2.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. What's this one? Changed clan arena damage scoring such that overkill damage no longer counts towards total damage dealt or score.
But that's people shooting bodies, isn't it?
No, it isn't. What that is
Isn't it?
you kill somebody who's got 1 health with a rail, and it still gives you the 80 damage rather than just 1.
Okay, well,
I don't
I
see
don't
any
know,
mention
it
of the
might
bodies here.
yeah, but it might affect that.
It might very well affect the body thing, but I would have thought they would have mentioned that. Maybe in the resolved issues we'll go down. I didn't read it earlier, but...
Well, that's good anyway.
Yeah. AMA, blah, 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 blah. Okay, nothing else really that interesting there. So, resolved issues. Optimized bandwidth usage by reducing frequency of team count updates. This will improve one of the most commonly seen cases of server command overflow errors when clients are not experiencing connection issues. So, better connection to the server. Good. Always good.
This next one's very interesting.
Under specific conditions, cylinder collisions could be miscalculated. Hit scan hit detection has been greatly improved.
Yeah, now, there's a lot of ways to look at this. Like, has it been improved and as a result, you know, people are going to be hitting less now because it's more accurate detection? Or is it improved and people are going to hit more? I mean, it could be a bit of both because, you know, there's plenty of instances at the moment where I hit shots where I'm pretty sure I didn't actually hit. And I also get instances where, you know, shots just go through your body.
Yeah, well, I saw some comments earlier. I don't know if it was IRC or in this thread on ES Reality of one of the people who's in the focus talking about they are much better and you hit a lot more. Interestingly, Vor.
Really? Jesus.
Lightning gun, significantly, and the
As if I
rails don't
needed
go
to hit
through.
any more lightning gun.
Well, you can always hit more, Eivor.
It gets to a point where I don't think I can sometimes. You know, when I'm hitting upper 40s.
Resolved memory corruption caused by enabling our Fast Sky. Yeah, we told people not to use Fast Sky, didn't we? We warned them. They didn't listen.
But I don't know why you'd want to use it. No reason.
Any more here you see? There's just tiny little bugs fixed and stuff.
Let's have a look.
What's this? Bots will no longer improperly use the funk bobbing on Beyond Reality. Sounds good. Drop flag, drop power up and drop weapon can no longer be used during a pause or timeout. Could they be used before?
I know, but this is a change I'm not keen on. Renamed the Doubler rune to Damage rune to better reflect the 1.5 times damage multiplier. The best part of playing game types with runes was the Doubler.
Doubler.
Exactly, when you pick it up, I loved that sound.
That was really good, yeah. That was my favourite bit. That's the only reason I ever went on a rune server, just to get the
Same.
Doubler. 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 Remove the bonus starting armour from pre-game warm-up. A player will now spawn with the same amount of armour that they will spawn with during the match.
So what, we're playing
none?
TDM, we're going to spawn with 125-0. Okay, I can accept that.
Well, it doesn't really matter, that element, does it?
Well, it does in some ways, because, you know, if you're trying to just get your aim in warm-up, it's actually better that people have got more health. Because, you know, you have to actually track them for longer, or you have to hit more shots, so... I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Any more you see there? Because I think that's probably about it. There's lots of... Oh, resolved an issue that caused visual jitters when using CL Time Nudge while spectating.
Oh, that's great. That means I don't have to type CL Time Nudge 0 all the time now when we're streaming games.
Well, I just set that anyway. It's probably still going to be a bit smoother, isn't it?
No?
Okay, maybe not. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at the final tab here. Plugin updates. Resolved an issue where Mac and potentially some Linux configurations users would constantly reconnect to the Friends network.
That's good news for you, this, with your little Mac.
Yeah, it is. It's very good news. Improved behaviour when running under Windows 7 with Internet Explorer as a limited user. If you're doing that, you shouldn't be allowed to play the game. Right, so yeah, that's all the updates for Quake Live, and I don't know, let's see if it's online again yet.
You wish.
No, it's not, so forget that. So we can't try them out, but potentially later. I know Zoot was talking about trying them all out on stream.
Oh yeah, nice little idea.
Yeah. Only in fringe cases, apparently, their hit scan improvement.
Don't understand.
Interesting. So maybe people that were getting the issues with it originally, maybe. Maybe you get issues with it. Maybe I get issues. That's maybe why my aim's so low, Vor, compared to yours.
Maybe it's why my aim isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah, maybe. Right, so yeah, that is the Quake Live update. Looking forward to trying all them out. But now, I guess, on to our big news of the day, which is, as we talked about yesterday, the new tournament that's being set up by the guys from Neutralizers. Gonna include the 10 best teams in Quake Live TDM, maybe barring a couple who couldn't make it, but still 10 top teams. It's going to be the ultimate TDM league, and it's going to be over a pretty short period of time as well, only over a month. So anyways, yeah, this is the page.
That's short. What?
This is the page at the moment. It's called the Champions League. The Champions League is a Quake Live Team Deathmatch League for the current top teams in the game. We consider this to be a beta tournament, but beta. If everything works out well and people like the concept, it will become a series with 2 tournaments per year. So, Vor, maybe there's some. This has been crying out for a bit of time to have an absolute elite league. in Europe for the best teams to compete in, to really showcase where the game's at. Obviously, we have the top divisions in a league like Hawk, or we have Clan Base. But maybe this league, if it's just promoted as an absolute top league, can maybe attract in bigger amount of players or viewers or supporters or sponsors. What do you think?
Well, it sounds like it's going to be good fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
Now, the key thing is, when we discussed it, all the teams are involved, I believe, in the whole concept of this, was that it's only over a short period of time, so about a month. So you've got 4 weeks of group games, and then you've got the final, basically. Although they've put like 6 weeks of games here, but anyway, there's basically going to be 2 groups with 5 teams in each, and the final will be between the top team from each group, just meeting off in a one best of 5 in the final. The group matches are best of 3. So there you go already. You got a fixed amount of games between the 2 teams, so everybody gets 4 games, and if you win your division, you just play in a simple final straight away. There's no semi-finals or quarter-finals, which are nice. I don't disagree with them, but it's simplistic. It's just, look, this is them. We just get on with it. It's the final, yeah? No more delays for months and months while people try and arrange quarter-finals. Match scheduling. The default match day is Sunday, and I believe it's between fixed time periods. The matches can be moved to any day in the match week prior to the default match day if both teams agree. But I'm hoping that pretty much all the games get played on the match day.
Well, that's what we want. Obviously, it's never going to happen, but no, that's what you want to aim for.
Every team has one wildcard that can be used to move the game to a later date. So on one occasion, but I guess that's why there's the extra week in. Wildcarded games have to be played until the last match day of the group stage. If wildcarded games aren't played when the group stage is over, neither of the teams get any points. Simple. Which is a bit harsh, maybe.
That's an incentive.
Got it. But, yeah. Map picking during the group stage. Each round has fixed preset maps, including the decider. Fixed maps. Remember that in the old days of Jolt Vor?
Yeah, I'm a fan of it. As long as those maps are decided ahead of the groups and fixtures, just in case, I'm not saying there ever would be, but just in case there was any temptation to give your team, you know, an easy ride as far as maps go.
Guess what? We're going to be doing that right now.
Okay.
So
we're doing the maps first, are we?
We will, yeah. Should we do the maps first? I mean, the teams, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I've got a random way of doing it. Yeah. Got a very clear random way.
But your random way of doing it might mean that the same 3 maps are played every week?
No, because you remove it. Anyway, we'll get to that. So the final is like map selection. We don't need to go into detail of that. The map pool. We talked about this last night. Campgrounds has returned. The most popular map in TDM and Quake Live, public servers, etc. And obviously, it used to be a very popular TDM map in the actual tournament.
Well, it's the most. I know it's whatever. It's public games or whatever, but it is still the most played TDM map, despite pickups not playing it at all, despite no tournaments playing it. It's the most popular TDM map, even only being played on public servers.
Yep.
Although we did actually prac on it the other day.
Dreadful.
Well, I say the other day, it was a week ago.
Yeah, but we did kind of know about this league. That's maybe why we played it. One prac. Dreadful Place. That's proven itself to maybe be a classic map, to be honest.
Well, yeah,
I said I didn't think it would be, but I'm really enjoying it still. So
it's definitely cemented itself into the map pool. There's no way you'd consider having a map pool at the moment and not including Dreadful Place. So yeah, has to be in.
Grim Dungeons.
Has to be in.
Hidden Fortress.
Has to be in.
That's probably like the second most played map, isn't it, on public servers?
It is the second most played map in all TDM.
Now we get a bit more debatable, maybe. Intervention.
Yeah, I mean,
I've always thought Intervention was a really good map, the old OSP6.
I've always thought it was okay. I don't think it's amazing, but you know, it's all right.
Purgatory. Of course.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I can understand. Obviously, it has to be in.
Retribution.
Well, there's a classic again to go with Grim Dungeons and Campgrounds.
One of the most popular public play maps as well.
Yeah, running off the 3 absolute classic maps. Retribution, the old DM7.
Yeah, Retribution, Grim Dungeons and Campgrounds are the 3 superstar classic maps we saw at the start of Quake Live as well. And although Grim Dungeons has stuck around because it hasn't really had a replacement, Campgrounds and Retribution were dropped out the pool. Retribution's had some changes since, so it should be interesting to bring them back. And then Tornado, the last pick, which of course was pretty new to the map, the newest map of all, and was in the Nations Cup, but didn't get played that much. But maybe teams are going to have to play it now, aren't they?
Well, I'm not a fan. I hate it.
But no place for Realm of Steel Rats, CPM4.
Yeah, I'd have put CPM4 in instead of Tornado.
I
Any
wouldn't
day of
have.
the week.
I
Any day of the
wouldn't.
week, I'd take Tornado out.
We
It's
disagree
not,
there.
It's not been taken up as a popular map, Tornado. It's pretty much not good at all. Get rid of it, put in Realm of Steel Rats. That would be my decision.
And no place for Deep Inside. And this is Neutralizers who've organised this league, remember, and they see that map as one of their strongest, and obviously picked it in the final yesterday. So they're pretty happy to get rid of it because they know how boring it is and what a terrible map it is, and nobody likes it. And there's a massive vote in the whole community, and nobody voted for it. So that's gone for.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
I might be twisting the truth a little bit there, but yeah.
It's one of the least played as well.
Yeah, other just normal other rules. Let's ignore them for now. So yeah, so basically it's time to pick the maps for, I think, and this might be a bit of a lengthy process.
Have you actually thought how you're going to do this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Like, alright, we'll see.
We'll see, we'll see. Do you know what? It'll be even better if I mess it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think you're going to realise something while doing it, but we'll see.
I'm going to realise, am I?
You're going to realise something.
Okay. Interesting. You
So let me
mean
just get this
that I
straight
might
initially, right? You're going to be picking 3 maps for each play week. It's going to be map 1, map 2
Yes.
decider that you're picking each time for
Yes.
each play week. Right. So let's just say you've picked for the first week. What do you do for the second week? Do you get rid of all those ones from the first week?
well, we'll go through week by week. They can't be the same map, obviously, in any of the 3.
Yeah, but there's not enough maps to have a different map every week.
What do you mean?
You need 3 maps for each play day,
Yeah, 3
Right.
different maps.
right? And there's how many maps in the map pool,
There's 8.
right? And you need, what is it, 12 maps?
Yeah.
And you need 5 maps for the final?
No,
Out of
the maps for the final. Forget about that bit. The final's fine. That's elimination and pick and all that,
Okay.
right? So, take me back again. Let's do the teams first. The different groups. Yeah.
No,
Let's start with that
whatever.
while Vor works it out.
No, I'm not working it out. You're trying to work it out because I'm telling you you can't do it unless you've really figured out a way of.
I think we're going to
doing it
play.
early.
So we're going to play some maps more than once, right? Is
Yeah,
that what
you're
you
gonna
said?
have to.
Yeah.
You've
No.
got
We're
no
playing every
choice.
map twice, right?
No, you can't. This is 8 maps.
Yeah, but the decider maps don't matter in a way.
Don't they?
No, they're
Tell that to a team that
Okay.
isn't good at X
Okay.
map and they has to play it as a decider
Okay.
every week.
Okay, right. Let me just check here. Right, the decider maps. There's only going to be 4 decider maps effectively, right? But the
Yes.
actual match maps, we can do one of each. We can do each twice, right? The match
You
maps
can do
are
each
fine.
once. You
Yeah,
do
each
every
one.
map
Sorry, yeah,
once,
each
and
once.
The
Yeah,
deciders can be totally random.
yeah. Okay, that's fine then. So we'll just pick the map 1 and map 2 for now, right? And then
Yeah.
we'll find out what we're supposed to do with the decider maps, because there's just not enough, right?
We can decide that at a later date.
Yeah.
The important thing is you get the actual map set.
Okay, right. Anyway, we've got to do the groups first anyway. That's how it works. And
Do we?
I found that great random generator thing tool.
You found it, did you?
I found it, yeah. So
I
how
told
should we
you
do it?
about
Should
it,
we do
though.
Fruit Machine?
Yeah, Fruit Machine.
Yeah, okay, right. There we go. Right, so the first team is going to be Ellie. There you go. So let's get that written in. Group 1, Ellie. And by the way, this is going to be completely random because it's seen as every team is relatively close. That doesn't really need any seeding. Let's remove Ellie. And how do we start the next one?
Just click Fruit Machine.
Click Fruit Machine, good. Okay, and the next team in group is 4 Kings. So let's put that in, 4K. So Ellie and 4K so far. Let's remove them. And then spin it again. And it's going to be Skills, okay. Thought it was going to be us then. Skills. Alright, there's space for 2 more teams. Let's remove Skills and let's randomize it again. It's going to be us. It is Immune. Yes, I am. Oops, wrong thing. Okay,
I don't want to
interesting.
say this because it's too late, but you probably should have done it alternating
How do
between
you
each group.
Why? It doesn't even matter, does it?
Because the first 5, and then that's, you just put in the remaining 5 into the other group.
But that's just making it more exciting, right?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's done now, so we'll just find out. Oh no, all right, we'll do the first of the next group, right? Cito.
No, you can't. Just
What you
change it.
you just said to do that? Okay,
You're an idiot. You've
Cito.
ruined it.
There it is. Right, so we just know the rest of the groups now, right? We don't want to do hours and hours of this for. That's the reason I did it like that, right? Right?
And there's the rest of the group then. The
Not
other
that I
group.
didn't think about it.
You don't need to randomise anymore.
Yeah,
mate. There's only
so-
5 left.
That's going to be NEU, On Fire. Who's the other ones? No, I do need to. Sorry. Yeah, I do, because this is going to decide the match weeks as well.
Okay.
Yeah, neutralizers. And then, who's have we got now? We've got... Oh, it is actually On Fire, yeah. There we go. On Fire. And then, see who's next. DX is going to be the third. So it does matter the order for. That's why I remembered, yeah. About who plays who in what week. EK. Okay, EK. And then just to prove that it's not rigged in some way, we got 102. Interesting groups for?
I don't even know what they are. Show me.
Ellie, Four Kings, Skills, Immune, and Cito. Neutralizers, On Fire, DX, EK, and 102.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
those
balanced
are
as
pretty
well.
balanced as well. So yeah, it's
That's worked out
randomised
well.
it in a good way. It hasn't put, let's say, all the expected top teams in one group. So yeah, nice.
So, yeah, here we go. Then we got Group A, 1 verse 2, 3 verse 4. Oh yeah, of course, because there's 5 teams, one team gets a week off, effectively. Yeah, that's why there's another week. And then 1 verse 2, 3 verse 4. So that's how it's going to work out in the order. So 1 verse 2 is Ellie versus Four Kings first week, and
Yeah,
Skills
okay,
versus Immune.
But it doesn't matter.
We'll fill that in later, but that's just I just have to establish that as to how the order of the games happen, so they're not like fixed in some way. But that is how they'll happen. So then it goes 1 verse 5, and then 3 verse 2, blah blah blah. If you go and check back the VOD later, you can quickly see these as I've scrolled through them. There you go. I'll fill them in a bit. Right, so it's now on to maps. You excited for the maps?
Yes, this is the important.
This is the bit where you think there could be more of a problem?
Well, no. The way we figured it out to do it, it's fine.
Yeah, so we're just doing week 1. Should we do typewriter or fruit machine?
Fruit machine.
Fruit machine is more exciting. Okay, so the first map of first week is going to be Hidden Fortress. Let's just copy that then, like that. Week 1, map 1, Hidden Fortress. Okay, so I'm going to have to remove it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then Fruit Machine. Dreadful Place is going to be the second map in that one, so 2 very popular maps in that first week. So teams have obviously practiced them already, so there won't be much practice needed. Of course, it's supposed to be fixed maps each week, so everybody gets a week to practice the maps, and everybody knows what the focus of the maps are, so we should actually get the best possible play on those different maps each week for.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, Retribution week 2. Looking forward to that one. I'll definitely be turning up for week 2. That's going to be map 1 in week 2. Remove that, and then Fruit Machine it. Campgrounds. Wow, okay.
The 2 classics.
The 2
in the same
classics
week.
and the very FFA kind of maps there. Nice. Interesting. Okay, let's get going on the next maps. That is going to be a crazy week too, isn't it? Grim Dungeons, week 3. I'm well looking forward to week 2, Vor. I can't wait to play in this.
Why,
and
you hate
stream
Doom
it.
6?
No, I like it since we haven't played it for so long. I like the idea of it. Tornado, okay. Grim
So you
Dungeons
pair up
Tornado.
the best map with the worst map, okay. Fair enough.
Well, I didn't do it. It's the fruit machine that's done it. By the way, I had to mute the sounds in this fruit machine because they're insanely loud. But they're really cool, so, you know, go and find it on the internet if you want to do this yourself. Purgatory. Okay. Obviously, we'll know the final map as well then, but just for the sake of it, spinning around so it's not fixed, obviously. There you go, intervention. It's like when Noel lifts the box at the end just to prove it was there all along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's intervention on that map 2. Now, this is how I'm thinking, yeah, map 3. Now, I haven't...
You should put all the maps back in the pool.
And we pick 2 for map 3 where they eliminate it. Yeah?
Well, is that how it works?
I don't know, I've just made that up on the spot. I don't know how it's going to work. Let's see, let's find out.
Well, you could do that, but it's not your tournament, so
Right,
you can't
yeah,
just
okay.
write these rules on the fly, can you? There's 2 ways of doing it, in my opinion. The way you just said, you draw 2 maps for a decider each week, and yeah, one team who has the advantage decides which one is played last. Or you just draw 1 map for each week and remove it each time. So you've got, you know, 4 maps aren't going to be used, but it has been randomly decided still.
Basically, they're telling me it's 5 weeks of games, and I've put.
How's it 5 weeks?
But the thing is, you only get 4 games, so that's why I've written it as 4 weeks. What I should do is match 1, match 2.
Yeah, that's how it should be done.
And that should clear it up.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
There you go. So because you only get four matches. So now, Dibby, how are we going to do? How are we going to do it? This map 3. Now, what I'm suggesting, and this is clever, right? Because we've got 8 maps and we've got 4 deciders, we pick 2 randomly drawn maps that aren't the same as the first 2, and then the team with the advantage on the frag scores just picks the final map. That makes sense to me, doesn't it?
I agree, kind of.
Yeah? Do we agree with that, Dibby? Do we agree with that, Noctis? Yeah? Yeah? Are they listening? That could be an issue.
Yeah, Zoot just made a good point.
What is
Surely
it?
some people will be having a first match against people on their second match.
Yeah, so all it's going to be, though, is it's classed as which map week it'll be. We'll work it out. We'll do some kind of something.
Yeah, but that means... Doesn't that mean a team is going to have to play the sets twice? Same maps twice? He's right, it doesn't work with an odd number of people.
Yeah,
in the
that's
group
true,
list.
actually.
Uh-oh, you've run into an issue here. I knew there was going to be an issue.
Yeah. We're going to have to get 2 more teams and do another match week and add 2 more maps.
And your groups are now useless.
This isn't working out well at all. This wasn't thought out fully when we decided to do this a few minutes ago. Was it?
Disaster.
Disaster strikes. Either way, tell me what to do quickly, somebody.
There is nothing you can do to fix it.
Nothing I can do to fix it.
Because you have 5 teams who will need to play 4 games, which means the way it currently is, one team would play 1 set of maps more than once. And, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
And they'd miss out on playing.
we're gonna do
Acer.
another match 5, and this is just gonna be, you're just gonna be unlucky if you get these maps or something, or you might play. Every team will sit out 1 week, so we're just gonna have to randomize. This is how it's been set up. This is what I'm being told. So we're gonna do another map pick. You ready for this? For
So you're putting all the maps back in the pool?
all the maps back in the pool.
Okay. Okay, that's going to
First
work.
map of week 5 is going to be Purgatory. Okay, fair enough. I think most people don't mind playing that more than once anyway. That actually happens to be match 4 the first map as well of week 4. Let's remove that. And then we can add the third map for every week as well, and that'll work out better, will it? Vor? Dreadful Place as well. Okay, interesting, interesting. Right.
I was just glad it didn't come on Tornado.
Right, so now, how many maps have we got left? We've removed 2. There was 8, wasn't there? So we're just going to add the maps for the third week, yeah? Okay.
What do you mean?
We're just going to add the 5 maps for these final decider games. For the
Alright,
decider.
so you need...
They're not maps
the
that you might not even need to play these maps anyway. So yeah, everything in the pool again. And oh yeah, of course they're already there. And fruit machine.
No, wait.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I was just making sure.
Tornado is the first week. It can't be the same.
Jesus.
It can't be the same as so we've got to keep an eye out for that.
Can't you just remove Tornado and spin again?
Well, we can only be a decider once, right? Yeah, whatever. Let's do that. Yeah, okay, so Campgrounds is in the second week, so we're going to have to just spin again there.
Without removing.
Without removing. Thank God you're here to look after. What was, oh yeah, Hidden Fortress. Oh my God, how about that, Vor?
What's the...
It's Retribution, Campgrounds, and then Hidden Fortress.
That's awesome.
God, I got to find out who we're playing that week. That is amazing. I can't wait
That's
for
an
that.
awesome week. That's
I'm
my favourite
only going to
week.
turn up for that week. I hope we've actually
same.
got a game. I bet that game is the week we miss. It better not be.
Or I'm not playing.
Oh God, you must want to lose a map to get to the third as well. Right, Campgrounds is going to be a decider in match week 3. Okay, fair enough. Nice mix. Let's remove that. I hope we get Grim Dungeons as a decider in 1 week. Oh, spooky. Wait, is it? Yeah, that's fine. Grim Dungeons, nice decider for that week. With Purgatory and Intervention. And now Purgatory and Dreadful Place. Both of which are still possibly able to be selected here. Ah, Intervention it is. So no Retribution as a decider in any of those match weeks. There we go, we have actually randomly drawn it at least. But what team number are we? We're 4. Okay, so second week. Match week 2. Oh my God, 4, you know what? We don't play that one.
Oh, you idiot. The only advantage of doing this was to rig it, and you failed.
The only map I wanted to play was Retribution. And we don't even get to play it. This is a nightmare. I think, what's this, Noctis? You want to redraw it? This is a nightmare. I'm going to have to play for a different team instead. I can't, this is, no. No! Why can't we have Deep Inside that week? This is a disaster, Vor. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's done now, guys. We've ruined it for everyone. Everybody wanted to see us play those maps. Even though obviously it wouldn't be streamed because we wouldn't be streaming it. We'd be playing it. Yep, so those are the groups. This is absolute disaster, Vor. I can't actually believe this has happened. That we're missing that week. Right, let me check. Week 2.
I got nothing to say to you anymore.
Week 2.
You're a disgrace.
Team 4. How has this happened? This is not happening. This is like the dream maps. No. Okay, well, you know, subjects to change. Did we mention that bit? You know, if there's any kind of problems, maybe we could add in a rule where we can trade maps. Damn it!
Don't even
This
try
is-
it. You failed.
It's-
Just admit it.
No. Oh no. Yeah, the only problem is, right, Purgatory, right, is week 4 and 5, the first map. And I'm hearing some dissent from the admins about this actually happening, and there should be a gap between it. Seriously. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but you know what this means for? We're going to have to reach the final to play DM7?
That's going to be a tough ask.
Tough ask with Lemmings Effect, Four Kings, Skills, and Sito in our group. Sito, who keep reaching the finals. Skills, who beat us in the qualifier. Four Kings, who dominate all on online play. And Lemmings Effect, who we have lost rounds to in practice. Great. Really looking good, yeah. I think we'll have to leave this now. Oh, okay. So, the thing is, they're going to tell me I'm rigging it, Dibby. They don't want Purgatory 2 weeks in a row. So they want me to actually swap it with Retribution for.
Wow, admin decision.
This is an admin decision. Please say it in the chat or something like that. So I've not rigged this, right? What? It should be DMs. What? So, right. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Swap DM6 with Purgatory from week 2.
DM6?
Yeah, because then you don't have... Well, you've got the potential to play the same map 2 weeks running, because it's a decider on week 3. But then again, it's the same with 4 and 5 with the intervention, I don't know.
Okay, so there might be some changes here. Should we do them live on stream?
So do
What
DM7,
do you want me to move?
I think they want you to move DM7 with Purgatory.
Oh,
Week 2 to 5.
thank you so much. Oh my god. And we play that week, right? We do play that week, right? Please tell me we play week 5. Week 5. 4, yes. 4, okay.
Wrong, apparently.
What? What's wrong?
I don't know. Dibby's saying you're wrong.
Oh, okay. We're wrong. You don't want us to move that. Wait. Add DM7 instead of Purgatory. Okay. Oops. Why did we just rig it off air anyway? Right, so there's a gap between the two. Now do you want a gap between campgrounds? Okay. Maybe we should have got them on Mumble to tell us.
Would have been easier.
Anyway, what do you think about the groups for? Who do you think is going to be likely favourites going through in each group? Remember, well, going through to win the groups and then go play off in the final.
You know, they're very strong at the moment, so they could be favourites to win Group A. It depends what sort of lineup Four Kings have, maybe. Group B, neutralisers, maybe, favourites in their own tournament.
Okay, Noctis has
That's what I'm
updated
thinking
it.
at the moment.
Right, so this is what the admins want. That's a much neater layout there. So Hidden Fortress and Dreadful Place in the first week, Retribution and Campground second week, Grim Dungeons and Tornado third, Purgatory and Intervention fourth, Retribution and Dreadful Place fifth, Intervention, Grim Dungeons, blah 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 blah. Right, okay, brilliant. Right, there you go. The admins have sorted it. There's proof. I didn't fix anything here. But we do get to play DM7.
Some, adjustments to that page a moment ago, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, anyway, I mean, essentially what we'll definitely be doing is streaming this league as well as playing in it, Vore. And the games we're playing, I guess I'll try and get someone else from Level Up to stream our games, or...
Some kind soul.
Some kind soul. Zoo or MP, the streamers really, I think. Maybe Frank
But are they
Master can stream.
kind souls?
Are they kind souls? Well, that is debatable.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But looking forward to it. What a bloody evening this has been. So yeah, brilliant. And I guess they'll fill in the matches. Presumably, Noctis will make some kind of table of the groups, and then the matches, or Python here in the tournament page, which I don't think is completed yet. Let me just check. Is that tournament page up yet? Okay, right. Anyway, right. So, thanks for joining us, everybody, for what is a 5th edition, apparently, of our little just random chat show thing. Do you know what we should do, Vor? I was thinking about this the other day. We should have call-ins.
Yeah, but then we'd have to use Skype.
Yeah, we also have to pay for it for like a multi-license thing, I think, where we can both be on at the same time.
Really?
But
Better get that money out.
That would be fun.
Yeah, sure it would.
So anyway, right. Forget about that. For now, look forward to the Champions League in Quake Live. That'll be coming up, starting this Sunday, in fact. And every Sunday, fixed periods. Hopefully, everybody will want to play Sunday, and so it's easy for our streamers for the next just over a month, basically. And it should have pretty much all the best teams and good TDM. So after we leave now, I think might get a stream from Zoot if Quake Live is back up, or when it goes back up. Is it back up, guys?
It is back up.
Brilliant. So
I'm updating right now. I'm nearly finished.
You might want to get ready for that one. But until next time, I guess, bye from us, Eivor.
Bye from you. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm staying this, playing some games.
Oh, okay. Right then. Well, I'm turning the stream off now, but Zoot might take over, so...
Okay.
Stay tuned, everyone. Bye!